Hi you guys, I'll be doing my Bipap setup, and it's pretty easy and it shouldn't take me long. If y'all can watch my video, that'll be great. um, First, before doing anything, I want to check my patient's chart. I want to make sure my machine is working properly before I even go into the room. I want to make sure I look at the patient setting. The patient is already has been admitted to the floor to PCU, and he does have COPD. He is a DNR, and the doctor has already given me the settings to the BiPAP machine. All right, and I'll just start by I'll go in and I'll assess my patient first and everything, and I'll just show you how to hook it up, but it should already be set up before. And I do have gloves on, but I don't have them with me now. So like I said, I do have a 56-year-old patient on BiPAP for sleep apnea. He is a DNR. He is 70 inches. His weight is 50 kilograms. Alright, and so before I even attempt to put a mask on my patient, I want to make sure I size my patient face for the BiPAP mask. And on the bag it does have the sizing on there, so we want to make sure we don't have any leakage or whatever if the mask is too big or if it's too small. So I'm going to pretend like I already size my patient. I'm going to hook this up. It just snaps on. Alright. So I'll turn my machine on. Alright. Alright, so I want to go to the modes, and my patient is on spontaneous time, so I'm going to click this. Alright, I have an IPAP of 12. It's already set, so I accept that one. I have an EPAP of 6. My rate, it was at 12, we'll start it at 14. My O2 is at 100%. My I time is 1 and my rise is 2. And so after I put my settings and everything, I want to activate this. Alright, so as you can see, all the settings is along here. And I'm going to go to my alarms, and I'm going to put a high rate of 45, a low rate of 10, a high tidal volume at 2500, a low at 60 milligrams. I have my high pressure at 50, my low pressure at 6, my low minute ventilation at 3, and my low pressure 20 seconds. And you want to make sure whatever your leaks stay in between like 20%, because if it's higher than that, you have a leak somewhere that you want to try to address. Alright, so the patient is in ST mode. I set my alarms, and mostly some patients are on their BiPAP in the day, but mostly they're at night. They're on the machine at night. And when I'm doing my checks, my BiPAP checks or whatever, and I go into the room, I do ask the patient would they like to get on the BiPAP machine. Sometimes they refuse, this which I chart that the patient did refuse the machine. Sometimes they're watching TV and they want us to come back later, and that's totally fine or whatever. Just long I try to encourage them to use their BiPAP machine. So I want to put it on standby mode. And so sometimes the patient might want to eat or whatever, and we'll just put it on standby mode till they finish eating, or they need to use the restroom or whatever. And then once the patient inhale, then that's when the BiPAP machine just a way for the patient's trigger. And that's it for my BiPAP setup.